Everyone is back early from the F1 summer break and they're in the rally cars to do the Spa Meme Grand Prix. It's lights out and away we go. Fantastic start from everybody. Leclerc gets away from pole. Verstappen in second place. Sainz in third into turn one, and they are through nicely. Leclerc first. Sainz to the inside of Verstappen. How's that one going to work out? Down to Eau Rouge they go. It looks like a clean start for all of the drivers now. Leclerc with a commanding lead into Eau Rouge. Sainz to the inside of Max Verstappen. Is it going to get through Eau Rouge? Verstappen just about on the outside there. But Sainz is through to second place off of the line. Fantastic start for Ferrari. Verstappen will not be happy with that. Lewis Hamilton up to fourth place. That's a fantastic start for him. But it looks like Sergio Perez looking to the inside. Is he going to put a move into Leclerc? It looks like he could be doing that. George Russell is sitting there in sixth position. Lando Norris is also closing in on the back of George Russell. Sergio Perez to the inside at Leclerc. Side by side, Hamilton versus Perez. This is great racing between these two drivers. And Perez is still there, still to the inside. Hamilton's going to hang out on the outside and they're going to go side by side once again. Down into Rivage. Is Hamilton going to be able to hang it around the outside? He's still there. Lewis Hamilton versus Sergio Perez. What a fantastic race this is. But Perez is going to make that move happen. And Perez up to fourth position. Incredible action on the first half of the opening lap in this Meme Grand Prix. Looking to the front now, Charles Leclerc with a fantastic lead. Carlos Sainz in second. Great start for Ferrari, and it's 3 and 4 for Red Bull. Sergio Perez running in fourth position, and then it's also 5 and 6 for Mercedes. Team radio.
It's a long race. If they want to fight, they will pay the price.
Alonso for some very strong words to his competitors. He is ready for the fight. And it's not really a long race, though, is it, Fernando? It is only 4 laps. But looking back now, Ocon in the Alpine is running in 11th position, and no incidents on the first lap as yet. All the cars still running except Lance Stroll. He didn't make it. He's still on holiday. Rain. I can see rain now. So Charles Leclerc in the lead. The window wipers are on. The rain is coming down. How much rain are we going to get? Team radio.
How about Inters?
Not sure if it's worth the risk.
Copy.
So Ferrari thinking about Inters. Sainz was very adamant that it wasn't the right time for Inters, but looking at the rain coming down now, I think that's a huge mistake. All of the lead cars are going through. They're going to go for an extra lap. Vettel, Ocon, there are cars in the background pitting. Kevin Magnussen's going to go on, and it's Yuki Tsunoda, Mick Schumacher, Alex Albon and Nicholas Latifi. Oh, go Tifi there. They're going to pit for wets or inters or God knows what. These guys out on track right now. Charles Leclerc in the lead, and they are having to tiptoe through Eau Rouge. The track is getting much wetter, and they're on racing hard tyres. This could be a mistake for these lead drivers here, but it's going to come down to who's going to be brave enough in these wet conditions. Sergio Perez, Lewis Hamilton, you've got to favour him in conditions like this. We've seen him have some absolutely incredible drives. Bottas, Lando Norris, again, another good wet weather driver. I'm not sure how one's going to play out, guys. Yellow flag's right. Incredibly slow from Bottas. Lewis Hamilton rejoining the track there. Perez and Verstappen's into the lead. What happened there? Carlos Sainz in second. Let's get a replay on that. And at the end of the Kemmel Straight, into Leclerc, they just all run wide. There must have been some standing water down there. Leclerc into the barrier. Sainz with an absolute shocking line there. Getting team radio.
Are you okay?
I got a blood throttle. No!
Perhaps Leclerc with a throttle problem there. Not happy with that situation, but back to the race now. Verstappen leads this race, going at a snail's pace right now. There's so much standing water on the track. They made a huge mistake not pitting. Down the order, Perez third. These guys are, look at the lights are on, the window wipers are blasting away. They are barely able to get around this track. Fernando Alonso, he knew it was going to be a long race, and he can see it now. Lando Norris up to 7th place. And yeah, looking down the order, guys, these are in trouble. And this is the chasing pack. These guys pitted early, and these are on wet tyres. Yuki Tsunoda in 16th right now, but catching the back of the field, and he's going to get a free pit stop out of this one. These guys making an early call to get the right tyres for the track at the moment, and these guys are much faster, catching the back of the field now. Mick Schumacher again with a genius strategy call, and yeah, these guys are coming through, and the lead bunch that didn't pit are going to be in severe trouble. Alex Albon with a fantastic drive, and they already caught the back of the train now.
Bro! Stop it, bro. That's so dangerous.
Yuki Tsunoda with that Eurobeat going on. He's saying it's dangerous driving from these drivers. They're just not able to get past them. He has got so much more pace, but absolutely just stuck behind them. It's a complete traffic jam. The guys on the dry tyres just have got no grip at all, and Yuki Tsunoda is just looking for a way past these drivers. Towards the end of the lap now, Yuki Tsunoda to the front, and he's going to start his third lap. All the other drivers are going to be pitting for wet tyres now, and they've managed to pit stop. Max Verstappen is the first to pit. Carlos Sainz follows him in. And yeah, everybody now who didn't pit on the end of lap number 1 is going to have to pit for wet tyres. Yuki Tsunoda to the lead, and he's going down the hill into Eau Rouge. Still incredibly dangerous. Alex Albon in. Nicholas Latifi up to second. How does that one work? That must have been through the traffic. Mick Schumacher in third. Alex Albon in fourth position. These are the leading quartet, and the other drivers are now starting to exit the pits. Max Verstappen exit the pits. Carlos Sainz in sixth position, and they've got a lot to catch up. Will they have the pace to catch those leading quartets by the end of the race? Let me know in the comments below. If you are enjoying this race so far and finding it very amusing, the meme Grand Prix, then make sure you smash that like button. Consider subscribing if you haven't already. It looks like Charles Leclerc is down in 10th position after an absolute nightmare start. His run of bad luck just continues into Spa meme Grand Prix. Let's hope he gets a bit of better fortune when it comes to the Spa Grand Prix for real. A lot has happened, and now let's try and gather up where we're at. Lando Norris in 12th position. Danny Ricciardo just behind him in 13th, looking to hang on to the back of him. Ocon there in 14th. Vettel running in 15th. He's looking to progress forward. He won't be happy with that 15th position. George Russell with an absolute shocker in 17th position. Skipping forwards now, Yuki Tsunoda is still out front in that AlphaTauri, and it looks like Nicholas Latifi may be closing in. Could this be a challenge for the win for Latifi, or is Yuki Tsunoda going to take this one all the way home? But let's not count out Mick Schumacher and all the other drivers in this race. This race is far from over. The wet weather conditions proving very difficult for all the drivers out there. And it looks like maybe the rain has actually stopped. Skipping down the order now, and Max Verstappen is he closing the gap on the lead quartet? And he's got a big gap to the cars behind. Lewis Hamilton is actually in second place. He's got past Carlos Sainz. Somewhere off camera that's happened. So Lewis Hamilton, a guy you'll always favour in the wet, is actually starting to pull out the stops now, and he's catching Max Verstappen in 5th position. Are these drivers going to be able to catch the leading quartet? Dropping down the order now, Carlos Sainz running in 7th. Fernando Alonso, fellow countryman, running in 8th position, but he's got a bit of company from Sergio Perez, and Charles Leclerc is looking to regroup this race, running a little bit wide on corner exit there. He's got a lot of work to do, and I'm sure he's going to be absolutely fuming inside that rally car right now. A driver with a huge amount of talent and a huge amount of bad luck. Skipping back down, looks like Valtteri Bottas is in 11th position in that Alfa Romeo. Not really gained or lost anything by that complete chaotic first lap. Back to the front of the field, and it's still Yuki Tsunoda with the lead right now. Nicholas Latifi, Mick Schumacher, Alex Albon, and they're all really bunched up. It's going to be between one of those four for the win in this race, guys. I don't think there's going to be any significant challenge from 5th place and above. And did I just see on the feed there someone pitted? It looks like Carlos Sainz is pitting.
Unfortunately, we have a 5 second stop and go penalty. We're serving at the next pit stop.
It's not stop and go, it's
5 second penalty, yeah, sorry, 5 second penalty.
So team radio from Carlos Sainz there was a stop and go penalty at the pit stop, but he's also taken the opportunity to put some dry tyres on the drying track. It's still too wet. That's another Ferrari strategy error there, surely, guys. Let me know what you think of that in the comments below. There's only one lap to go in this race, and somehow I think the Ferrari strategists seem to think that you can get to the front on soft tyres. That's not going to work out. Lewis Hamilton has got past Max Verstappen. That is an interesting turn of events. This battle's given me flashbacks to 2021 with the championship deciding races. This time in equal machinery, it's Lewis Hamilton who's on top right now. Let me know in the comments below, who's on top, Lewis Hamilton or Max Verstappen? How close are they to the lead group? I think they're still too far away. This is the last lap of the race. I think the winner's going to come from that group of 4. But between Lewis Hamilton versus Max Verstappen, I see how this one's going to play out. Both drivers being very cautious with their inputs, and the track looks absolutely wet. I can't understand why Ferrari thought a dry tyre would have been the thing to do there, but we know what Ferrari's strategy is like. But it looks like Max Verstappen is closing back onto Lewis Hamilton. This battle is not over, and it's going to go down to the wire. Max Verstappen looking for a way past Lewis Hamilton to the front of the field now. Nicholas Latifi and Yuki Tsunoda with a huge margin to the lead now. I think this one is Yuki Tsunoda, but Nicholas Latifi versus Mick Schumacher. Who's going to win this battle? Who's going to get second on the podium?
Sorry, bro.
Team radio?
Struggling a lot.
George Russell on the radio there, struggling with the car a lot, and it looks absolutely atrocious conditions. Is Mick Schumacher going to send it to the inside? He's going to look but not quite make the move. Yuki Tsunoda is going to exit the final corner, and I think Yuki Tsunoda for the win. What a fantastic result for Yuki Tsunoda. Nicholas Latifi in second. Mick Schumacher's going to complete the podium in third place, but Hamilton versus Verstappen into the final corner. Who's going to make 5th position? And Max Verstappen's right on the back door of Lewis Hamilton. Is it going to be a drag race to the line? Is Lewis going to get the exit he needs? It looks like Lewis Hamilton's going to get the exit he needs to the line. Lewis Hamilton in 5th, Max Verstappen in 6th position, and I think that was the fastest lap for Lewis Hamilton then, as Perez is going to sneak. Leclerc with the fastest lap on the last lap of the race, going to bring it home in 8th. Sebastian Vettel up to 9th position. What a fantastic comeback from Sebastian Vettel. Kevin Magnussen's going to cross in 10th position, and a bit of a gap to the drivers behind now. Gasly versus Sainz. Sainz on those soft tyres. What was he thinking? What are Ferrari doing? Throwing away some valuable points there. Both these drivers finishing outside the points. Pierre Gasly, quiet race from Pierre. Fernando Alonso's dropped back a long way. Again, was that a strategy error? Bottas going to come home in 14th position. Daniel Ricciardo gets ahead of Lando Norris and Esteban Ocon. Lando Norris will not be happy with that one. George Russell with an absolute shocking result. He won't be happy with that at all. 18th position. What an incredible race. Completely unexpected and incredibly fun. If you've enjoyed this meme Grand Prix, then let me know in the comments below. Drop me a comment to let me know what track you'd like to see these guys race on again. We can do any track we want from Gran Turismo 7. If you've enjoyed this video, make sure you smash that like button. Consider subscribing for more meme Grand Prix races. We've got a whole host of things we can do with this. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll catch you in the next one.